Logan Paul does not look good right now with the way that he recently responded to the situation going on with his Lunchly brand in collaboration with KSI and MrBeast. Obviously, there's just been so much said about MrBeast and Logan Paul and the Lunchly brand specifically, and how Logan and KSI recently handled talking about Lunchly on their podcast, just laughing about the fact that there was mold in the cheese of one of their products. And Logan has made another statement about Lunchly, and it's not making him look good at all. People are saying he doxed someone. Rosanna Pansino is calling him out. It is not good, and we are going to spill on all that has been said. Logan Paul has been standing up for the Lunchly brand, not caring what people have to say about it, and his defense of the company has really gotten him more backlash. But recently, when the Lunchly brand was called out by many online for having moldy cheese upon opening the product, causing major concern as this product has been advertised to kids, and imagine they don't know what mold is and are at lunch and consume the product. Like, nobody wanted that. So a lot of people had been talking about it, urging them to do something about this, or at least address that they are working on the problem here. But all Logan Paul and KSI had done was joke about liking moldy cheese, but as for addressing the issue at hand, it didn't seem like they were publicly going to be talking about it professionally. They just seem to think that all the drama and backlash has boosted their company.
Yeah, like I like my cheese moldy, bro.
Yo!
Soon after mold had been found in some of the Lunchly products, an image started going around online showing one store with a sign outside where the Lunchly products are displayed, and it said, "Due to public health concerns, the FDA has recalled Lunchly products. We will restock as soon as deemed fit for consumption and shipped through our warehouses. We apologize for the inconvenience." In response to seeing this sign, Logan Paul posted a video this week where he went on a major hunt to try and find which store location this was, because he wanted to get to the bottom of things because Lunchly hadn't actually been recalled.
All right, this is the best one yet. According to ex-users, various retail stores have recalled Lunchly products due to FDA's concerns. The sign in the tweet reads, "Due to public health concerns, the FDA has recalled Lunchly products. We will restock as soon as deemed fit for consumption and ship through our warehouses." But that's so weird because FDA recalls are public by law. And as you can see, Lunchly is not on the FDA recall list. So hold up, that means that this sign is fake. Somebody typed up and printed out a 100% lie about Lunchly being recalled, taped it to the fridge, then a picture of it was taken by someone else and posted on social media as if it were real. Community notes, where you at? Anyway, I had my forensics team look into it, and they were able to find the exact location where this allegedly took place by photo matching the tweet with the gray door handle and the sales labels. Then we cross-referenced it with the locations that we distribute to. It's a Fred Meyer, and I had someone go there. Boom, exact match. Same door handle, same tag, same products even, but hold on, where is the FDA recall sign? Also, we can see the sales data. After Lunchly was recalled, it wasn't, but after that sign was posted, we continued to sell out all of the Lunchlys that hit the shelves in that store.
And that's where the video should have ended, with him just debunking this rumor that Lunchly was recalled by the FDA. But no, Logan took things a step further because he wanted to know who put that sign up, and oh, he for sure found him and he was calling him out.
So who put that fake sign up? Turns out it was an employee named who said this when we confronted him, and I quote, "That was like kind of rumorized, I guess, through around here, but we had seen a posting about that, but I was the one who had written that, but since we got Lunchly back, it's been taken down." When it comes down to the actual, like, I guess, accountability of it, it was a rumor that was up in the air. Since we had heard that the FDA whole thing was kaput, we took it down. Yeah, it was more of like it wasn't like a anyway. Hater or dumbass? I don't know, maybe both.
Even though it really just sounded like this guy heard that they were recalled, put the sign up, and when they got new shipments of the product, took the sign down. Like, it didn't seem more deep than, oh, I heard this is what happened. As a precaution, let me put this sign up, and that's it. But Logan was feeling like this guy was a major hater. Logan also wanted to put to rest that the product was being discontinued and seemed to just think that it's all just so crazy how much noise Lunchly has made since its announcement, and of course, called out Rosanna Pansino in all of this.
It's crazy to me that we're a $4 lunch kit, and in the first 4 weeks, our headquarters had a bomb threat. The FBI has identified the individual. He's based in London, which is crazy because we don't even distribute there. A fabricated FDA recall that never happened. An attention-hungry little clout goblin who has made it her entire identity to speak negatively on all things MrBeast. And we'd love to think this is all just a coincidence, but nah, we call it cap. The fact is, the USDA inspects every finished food lot and approves it before even leaving our facility. And yes, it's possible that issues happen in transit, like a seal seal breaking or at the store level with rough handling. But just like any produce you buy, problems can arise, and our retail partners are great. They'll offer a full refund, and we are happy to assist anyone at any time if you email our customer service. But at the end of the day, the product speaks for itself. In our first 5 weeks in Kroger, we've already outsold Lunchables and comparable SKUs that also sell drinks inside. We're gonna keep innovating and improving our product as we attempt to disrupt this archaic industry that's been run by the same corporate giants for the past 120 years. It is a new era, and the ops are gonna have to try harder.
Rosanna wasn't going to just sit back and let Logan say this either, as she responded to him in her new video.
An attention-hungry little clout goblin who has made it her entire identity to speak negatively on all things MrBeast.
An attention-hungry clout goblin? I literally, spoiler alert, that's you guys, not me. You can't come up with an original song. Didn't you literally get sued for copying someone else? Then you can't come up with an original food line. And now you can't even come up with an original insult for me. Boom, what's this? This is when I called you a money goblin.
And this week in the same video, Rosanna actually sat down with the guy Logan was calling out in his video, and he explained that he was putting up recall signs for foods at the store, and his manager had literally approved him putting the sign up for Lunchly, and that they were going to pull it if they had been wrong, which they were, and they didn't have the sign up for very long.
So around the beginning of October, there was a listeria outbreak at a major chicken distributor. And so over the course of the beginning of October, there was numerous recalls issued for a bunch of different brands due to contaminated chicken. And I was the one that was put in charge of overseeing pulling the recalled items from the shelves and posting signs. I had finished a bunch of different products on the aisles near the Lunchly section. And as I was passing by, I noticed that it was completely empty. And I walked up to my boss and asked, should I post a sign, do you think? And he's like, well, it's going to take me a sec because I'm super busy. I'm going to have to look for the sign, but I do believe that it was on the recall list. So you can go ahead and do that, and I will I will find the actual recall notice and put it up. And if it's not been, I'll pull it down. And we're like, yeah, great. And, within a few days, we had been shipped new Lunchly products. So they had been stacked up and we pulled the sign down. Actually, I didn't even pull the sign down. Somebody else did. I came to work and saw it had been pulled down and they had been stocked. So I was like, oh, great.
He then described how the Lunchly representative came into the store and how weird it was, and that he was being super honest about having been the one to put the sign up. And it was clear that he didn't do it maliciously, but it's certainly how Logan was painting it.
Out of the blue, I heard that somebody had taken a photo of this and posted it online. And I found this out by a Lunchly's representative that came into my work at like 9 at night and was asking me a bunch of really odd questions. And it was starting to get a little borderline harassing because I was in the back room and he followed me into the back room to ask me if I had known about numerous different people, specifically this other person named Casey, which I thought was strange because I was like, not all Caseys know each other. You know that, right? And so I was like, because he kept asking me about my Twitter presence, which is non-existent. I don't have a Twitter account. This guy asked me a bunch of questions regarding Lunchly, and then I brought him over to the Lunchly section per his request. And I was like, see, it actually still has some on the shelf here. And as you can see, there is which is funny because the photos that they sent showed that it was out of stock, even though there was one in stock when they were there. But in any case, there was no sign there. The sign had been pulled down, as I had told him. It had been pulled down within a few days. And that overall, it was a mistake that I made in the process of recalls. However, it was an approved mistake through my manager.
Even though he had support from his manager, he ended up getting suspended from working his job.
Out of the blue, this video just suddenly hits me. It had been seen by everybody at work, so everybody already knew what was up, and everybody was acting like somebody had died around me, which I was like, guys, it's just some jerk on the internet. I got called into HR, or rather I had insisted talking to HR about it because I wanted to know if I was okay to work. And then she told me to return. I got called in, and then when it came to the conversation, they were very warm about it. They're like, look, we kind of have to suspend you just because we don't know what else to do. This has never happened in the entirety of the company's history. I stand by my company's decision because ultimately they are doing damage control. Their name was thrown under the bus too.
Casey really just listened to his manager and put the sign up and got in all this trouble because of it, which is so frustrating. I mean, he took accountability when the Lunchly rep came in and told them that it was him. He took the blame for it. He was apologetic and surely didn't think that it was going to lead to all of this, which is the saddest part. And it seems like Logan was under the impression that some hater did this maliciously to try and ruin the Lunchly name, and it wasn't that at all. And Casey pointed out that Logan even said in his video that the signs didn't even affect the sales of Lunchly at their store, so he's just extra confused by the anger Logan had and felt the whole video was dehumanizing. As a result of all of this, in order to help Casey out, Rosanna created a GoFundMe for Casey to help him out while he is suspended, because he didn't really know what was going to be the result of this.
Are you being paid right now while you're on leave?
I'm not, no. I'm not being paid. Basically, they gave me suspension without pay, and it's pending investigation. So if I do go back to work, if they allow me to come back to work, they'll determine how much time I should have been suspended for and then back pay me. However, with there being a controversy at this Freddy's already, I don't know how well that whole thing is going to play out for me.
This whole thing is just so upsetting, and the worst part is that I'm sure Logan is still going to look at Casey as this evil Lunchly hater because he's sitting down and talking with Rosanna Pansino about what happened, but he genuinely was working his job and did something that he thought was right. It ended up being a mistake. He apologized. I mean, the fact that his manager approved what he did and he is still the one that is going and getting in trouble and not getting paid right now is it's just upsetting. It's just crazy. I really think that Logan sent that Lunchly representative in and they had all these preconceived ideas about what Casey's motive was for putting the sign up, and I don't think they even cared to hear him out at all. They just already were assuming that he put that sign up to make Lunchly look bad, but there were all these other products at the store that he was putting that sign up for. It wasn't just Lunchly. He wasn't singling them out because he doesn't like Logan Paul or something. It just feels like at the end of the day, Logan Paul wanted someone to point the finger at instead of just being like, hey guys, we're handling the mold situation. Lunchly isn't recalled. You want to know what is going on though? People are making fake signs about Lunchly because they're a bunch of haters. It's such a shame, but that is what has happened recently. That's what Logan had to say about Lunchly and what the store employee Casey had to say after Logan called him out. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.